Forget your glow up routine. Your nervous system is tired of glowing up. I'm going to tell you what glowing up really is and really feels like, in my opinion. Everyone's obsessed with telling you how to glow up. I get that. It's all over the feeds. The perfect routines, the curated progress, the aesthetic of healing and elevating. But my question is, when did taking care of yourself turn into a performance? What did you think you'd feel once you looked the part? What part of you were you hoping to silence? Let's talk about it, because somewhere along the line, the idea of glowing up became this hyper disciplined, perfection driven, aesthetically pleasing performance. More skincare, more supplements, more dieting, more side hustle, more yoga, more cold plunges, more everything. And we call it healing and we call it glowing up. But our nervous systems are tired. They're fried. They're fried, right, mama? They're fried. We call it healing. One day it's I'm doing this for me, and the next it's this unspoken war against ourselves, eliminating any softness or presence we have left. Our routines get strict and rigid. Our progress becomes filled with pressure to keep going, and rest starts to feel like failure, like we're falling behind. Back when I was like 18, 19 years old, I was obsessed with glowing up. I was trying like all sorts of expensive skincare. I was doing like a lot of different diets. I was beating myself up in the gym. I was reading all of the self-help books I could get my hands on, and I lost 60 pounds, and I also lost myself. I lost my soul. Hey, little guy. And like, for what? For what? For who? Who was I glowing up for? It really wasn't for me at the end of the day. And sure, I found some success. Sure, I started getting attention in ways that I never got before. But it just made me feel worse because I wasn't actually seeing or loving myself. I was abandoning myself in the name of glowing up. You feel me? We're being sold a path to our best self, and it's not actually helping us feel safer or more at home in our own skin. I've watched women burn themselves out trying to glow up, just like me. You know, we start with good intentions of wanting to take care of ourselves, and then somewhere it morphs into this other thing. Suddenly it's 4 a.m. wake ups, a full face routine, green juice, 10,000 steps, plus a jog, plus a workout, plus mobility work, plus breath work, plus therapy, plus content creation, plus inner child work, plus shadow work. And that's before our perfect breakfast. Is it just me though, or is that exhausting? Is it just me? And what it really is it's all these extreme changes. Hyper control, constant optimizing, and it's pain being repackaged as self-empowerment. I'm recording this on my phone. I didn't feel like getting my camera. I just wanted to just jump on my phone. Hopefully this video turns out okay. But listen, if I'm talking to you, the first thing that I want to say is I'm not judging you. I'm not trying to shame you or anyone who's like really focused on becoming this best version of themselves. I see why you did it. I get it. You wanted peace. You wanted to be in control. And our society, our culture says, man or woman, you know, the hotter you get, the better you'll feel. The hotter you get, the more healed you'll feel. But that's just not how the body works. And here's the part that I think most of us skip. We talk about glow ups like they're about self-love or about leveling up, but in my opinion, at least what was going on for me is I was just trying to feel safe from being overlooked, trying to feel safe from being hurt again, trying to feel safe from feeling like I don't belong, trying to feel safe from being left underestimated, and just wanting to feel and be chosen, wanting to feel respected, wanting to feel admired, wanting to feel like I was in control. And if that's been you, I get it. And I just want to say that makes so much sense. I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. But eventually your nervous system starts waving the white flag. And that's why you landed on this video, I think. This glow up culture sells us a fantasy, but it doesn't talk about what it actually costs. It doesn't talk about how it impacts our nervous system, because it's not just a routine. It's constant pressure to improve. It's a fear of falling behind. It's our self-worth being tied to performance. It's aesthetic on the internet pretending to be emotional wellness. It's high functioning pain in really good life. And maybe like you look more together than you ever have, but you're exhausted. You don't even feel the glow up. You just feel like you're holding it all together, and you don't want to quit, but you can't keep living like this either. This is the place that I got to. And here's what I had to learn. Here's what I had to learn in one really particular moment that I want to share with you. I went to this mindfulness meditation retreat, and here's what happened the moment I slowed down enough and got present enough to ask my body what it really needs. And I heard, for you to stop beating me up. And I realized I had been beating and grinding my body into submission to feel enough. And like the tears of overwhelm just came over me. And then what happened after, for like one of the first times, I felt true peace and clarity and safety in my own skin for finally being with myself and being present to myself and tuning in and listening to what's real, instead of trying to perform something and be enough for something that I don't even know what that something is outside of me. Your nervous system doesn't care how productive you are at the end of the day. It doesn't care how pretty you are, how sexy you are, how polished you are. It only cares if you're safe. And you can be glowing on the outside, but still be in a trauma response on the inside. Sometimes this obsession, this fixation with this glow up is really just a reaction, just a trauma response. And we can hit every single routine and still be living in a trauma response. And we can be working out and taking care of our body, but doing it from this place of pressure and not a place of joy and self-love. And you can meditate, but your brain not stop spinning and running. And you can post the content, but your chest still feels tight. That's all dysregulation, and that's your body stuck in survival mode while the rest of you really is trying to thrive. And the real glow up isn't external. It's about being able to be with yourself without needing to perform. It's nervous system safety, not because you achieved it, but because you came home to it. You came home to you. You started being kinder to yourself. You started looking yourself in the mirror and saying, I love you. When's the last time you did that? You started having your own back and started seeing you for real instead of looking out there to be seen. Like, let's redefine what glowing up really means. Let's give it a new meaning. It's not the perfect morning routine, waking up early and dreading the rest of the day. It's not aesthetic. It's emotional clarity. It's emotional safety. It's safety to be with yourself. It's not being unbothered by anything and everything. It's being present. It's not being in control of every little waking thing. It's the capacity to be more while loving yourself. And it's the capacity to meet yourself where you are, and that's enough. This glow up on the internet tells us become perfect, then you'll be loved. We tell ourselves fix everything and fix it now, and then you'll be safe. But the real glow up is realizing you're already enough. Now, how can I help my body feel that, lean into that, and trust it, and start living that way from the inside out? The real glow is feeling safe and regulated in your body when nobody else is watching. And when you feel regulated, you stop proving. You stop performing. You stop pleasing. You become more magnetic. You become more attractive, not because you're trying, but because you're authentic in your home. So if you're tired of glowing up and still not feeling good, if you've done the routines, if you've bought the books, if you've followed every pretty perfect person and did everything they said, and you still feel like you're missing something, that something is likely safety. And safety, it isn't earned. It's yeah. And you don't need to be more to be worthy, and you don't need to do more to feel okay. You just need a nervous system that feels safe enough to rest, that believes it's safe to rest. And you need to be safe to feel, to be present with you, safe to slow down, safe to love and accept yourself where you are, safe that knowing at the end of the day, you got you. And that's the glow up that no one can take away from you. That's the version of you that's undeniable. So if you've been trying to glow up into enoughness, this is your permission to chill out. Your nervous system is ready to realize you're enough right now. So take a deep breath in, let it out, give yourself a hug. I love you. You're safe here. You lack nothing. You're already enough. You always have been. You're already her. So give yourself permission now to believe it, to feel it. My name is Sid Scott. Thanks for being here. I'll see you in the next video.